Today I'm going to show you an easy way to make a classic North Indian dish. This recipe is easy to make and it uses minimal ingredients. Hi, I'm Sharmi and today I'm sharing my easy Dal Makhani recipe. This Dal Makhani will be rich, creamy and full of lentil goodness. This recipe will be better and healthier than the restaurant one. I'm also going to share my Jeera rice recipe which goes really well with the Dal Makhani. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and press the notification icon. Your support really means a lot to me. Now let's talk about the lentils. This is what we need for Dal Makhani. 1 cup of black lentil. This is also called Urad dal. 1/4 cup of red kidney beans. You can find these in any Indian store. The longest part of this dish is the preparation and the planning. We have to soak the lentils for a long time to get the creamy texture. We will wash them thoroughly and soak the lentils for at least 8 hours or overnight. The process of washing and soaking the lentil is very important as the black lentils will release color while soaking. By doing this, the color of the lentils will turn out better and the layer of the froth can be avoided while cooking. I'm using a bigger container because they will expand and I'm using at least 3 times the water. This is how it looks after soaking overnight. They swell up quite a bit, so they are softer now. You can just press it and they're falling apart. And the color is also changed. It was black in color, now you can see nice grain, but you can see the water is dirty. It's quite brownish in color, so I will wash another 2 to 3 times before I cook them. Now you can see the water is clear. My lentils are soaked and clean. Now I'm going to boil them. We are going to boil them till they are completely cooked and soft. I'm using a cooker because it will reduce the time by 1 hour. So in cooker it will take 30 to 40 minutes to boil the lentils. If you're doing in a regular pot, it will take around 80 to 90 minutes. If you have a pressure cooker or a one pot, you should use them. I will heat up the cooker and I will add a little bit of ghee, around 1 teaspoon. And then I will add the lentils. Here I'm not frying them, so I will add the water. I will add around 6 to 7 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of salt and half a tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder. Close the lid. Keep it on high heat. Bring to a pressure. Once the pressure is built, reduce the heat and cook it for 40 minutes. But if you have a cooker with whistles, you should go for 6 to 7 whistles. My lentils are boiling for 40 minutes. I will switch off the heat and let it cool down. So my lentils are cooked properly. They are soft and mushy and that's what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to slightly mash the lentils and I'm using a potato masher. You can also use a spatula with flat bottom. I will not mash them completely. I will slightly mash them. It will release the starch and it will make the dal more creamy and it will cook more evenly. You can see I have not completely mashed them. Because of the mashing, dal has thickened up and it become more creamier. This is the texture I'm looking for. Now let's talk about the spices. I'm using 6 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 tablespoons of fresh ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves, 3 fresh tomatoes. I will puree these tomatoes. You can also use canned tomatoes or tomato puree. If you're using canned tomato or tomato puree, you need approximately half cup of puree and 1/3 cup of fresh cream. All my ingredients are ready, so let's make the Dal Makhani. I'm using a flat bottom pan, but any pan will be fine. So let's switch on the heat and I will keep it at low. I will add around 2 tablespoons of butter and little bit of oil so that my butter doesn't burn and let it melt. Add the ginger garlic paste. Fry for 2 minutes till the raw aroma disappears. Keep the heat at low. My ginger garlic has fried. Now I will add the Kashmiri chili powder. And this Kashmiri chili powder will give a beautiful color to the Dal Makhani. Fry them at very low heat. Don't burn it. Kashmiri chili powder is quite mild. If you don't have this, you can also use smoked paprika. And I will add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. I have just used half of the turmeric. Now I will add half of the garam masala. That is half a teaspoon. And here goes my tomato puree. increase the heat to high. We need to reduce and evaporate all the liquid. Mix them nicely. Add a little bit of salt. Be careful because I'm using salted butter, so don't add too much salt. At the end, we can adjust the salt. This will take around 7 to 8 minutes to dry up. Stir occasionally. In the meantime, let's make the jeera rice. Jeera rice is very easy to make, but it tastes really great. I have taken 2 cups of basmati rice. Wash them thoroughly and soak it for 30 minutes. You can see the oil is separated in the gravy, and that means my tomatoes are cooked properly and is fried. The liquid has dried up. Stir it. And now I'm going to add my boiled lentils. Mix them well. Slowly the color will change and it will get this beautiful ombre color. I will let it bring to a boil and I will cook it for 2 minutes. So I'm increasing the heat. My dal is boiling now. As you can see, it's quite thick. So I will adjust the consistency by adding some hot water because I'm going to simmer it for another 20 minutes. This is the consistency I'm looking for. It's a little runny, but it will thicken up after 20 minutes. Reduce the heat to medium to low. Keep stirring occasionally, otherwise it will stick to the bottom. My rice had soaked for 30 minutes. Now I'll make the jeera rice. Heat up a pan. Add 1 tablespoon of ghee. Heat the ghee properly before adding the cumin, which is called jeera. Here I have taken 1.5 teaspoon of cumin seeds. If the ghee is not hot, the cumin will not splatter and it will not release the aroma. And with that, I will add 2 star anise. I think it really goes well with the jeera. It's smelling so nice and nutty. You can see the jeera or cumin is quite nicely brown. And now I will add the rice. I will fry it for 2 minutes till all the ghee and the jeera is combined with the rice. I will cook this in a rice cooker because that's very easy. But you can also cook it in a pan. For 2 cups of rice, add 4 cups of water and bring to a boil. Cover the lid and simmer for 20 minutes. Then switch off the heat and leave it for another 10 minutes. You'll get the perfect rice, but I will just use a rice cooker. Add some salt, around 1.5 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of sugar, just to enhance the flavor. Now I'm going to cook it in the rice cooker. This has been cooking for 20 minutes now and my dal has thickened up, and now I will add few more ingredients. I will add the fenugreek leaves, leftover garam masala, another 2 tablespoons of butter and the cream. This looks like a lot of butter, but trust me, this is way less than what restaurants will put. After all, this is Dal Makhani. Dal means lentil and makhani means butter. Lentils are usually dense and dry, so they need butter. Dal Makhani was created at the same place where butter chicken was invented. No wonder it uses lots of butter. Dal Makhani is almost ready. I will check for seasoning. I think I need a little bit salt and a little bit of cream. Add a pinch of sugar to balance the flavor. I will switch off the heat. Dal Makhani is traditionally cooked on an open flame for a long time. This gives the Dal Makhani its smoky flavor. To replicate that, I'm going to do the dhungar method. Heat up some charcoal, put it on a bowl, add some ghee and cover it to capture the smoke. Let it smoke for 10 minutes. This will give your Dal Makhani a nice smoky flavor. Just look at the consistency, shine and color. It's gorgeous. This is what I'm looking for in my Dal Makhani. Garnish with some cream, butter and fenugreek leaves. My jeera rice is done. Add some fresh coriander and mix them well. It's fluffy and aromatic. You can see each of the grains individually. My easy Dal Makhani is ready. This is looking really gorgeous, so let's give it a try. Wow, it's so creamy and it feels so luxurious in your mouth, and I can get the smoky flavor from the charcoal and it feels so authentic. Wow, and the best part is that the tomatoes were a little tangy, so which give a nice balance of flavor. There is a hint of spiciness from the Kashmiri red chili powder, which is really balancing the creaminess. Let me try it with my jeera rice. The flavors are going so well. This dal makhani is amazing. Dal makhani sounds quite complicated, but it is quite an easy recipe. It just needs a little bit of planning. This is much healthier and tastier compared to the restaurant version. So give this dish a try. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video.